Hello, you're watching NSG News, and this is the hot seat. In the interest of Ghana must work, Ghana can work. We want Ghana to work. Please spend some time to listen to this conversation. Share and pass it on to as many as you can. And subscribe to the channel. And click the notification bell. Collectively, we can build our country as we want it. I'm your host, M. Liquid. Season 2, episode 4. Episode 5. Yeah, we had episode 4 where we talked about doomsaw and regulatory enforcement. So, yes, episode 5 where we talk about regulatory enforcement and doomsaw. Doomsaw, yes. I mean, there's a few things coming to my mind again as I mentioned doomsaw right now. You see, that erratic energy supply, it will affect our health sector as well. When people are on the preaching table, we don't want power going off anyhow. Even if we have a generator that will have to, which is on auto changeover, we call it, there's still some blip here and there, which is not even good for electronic devices, especially these new systems that are coming. They are very voltage sensitive. But anyway, we'll come back to that one day, another time, or when I have the chance to sit with the director, or is it director general we call him, or the CEO of ECG, where we can have an exclusive conversation on what the challenges are as far as doomsaw and electricity improvement in our country is concerned. But for today, we are on maintenance culture. As a country, our maintenance culture is appalling. From individual level to corporate level, governmentally is appalling. You disagree with me? Get on our roads. You disagree with me? Just look at your own, some of the buildings in your community. Of course, some are going to give excuse of the fact that, oh, the roads are poor, dust everywhere all the time. But I'm not talking only about painting and keeping the place nice and neat. But things break in your house and you don't fix it. Yeah. But anyway, maintenance culture is appalling. Not very good. Maybe it's even absent in our thought process, in the way we behave. We don't see the need to repair, to restore. Because maintenance is the journey to sustenance. To sustain a thing is to maintain it. But we don't. We build good roads and leave them to fall apart. Motorway on my on my mind. Tama motorway on my mind. And many other roads. Even roads that were passed on to us just after the independence, some of those roads don't exist anymore. They are broken beyond measure. They don't even, you can drive on them. Of course. There are some good roads being built, but the question is, are we going to maintain them? It seems like we're becoming a country and people that love new things, buy new things, but has no plan to maintain them for their longevity, to prolong their lifespan. You import cars into this country, cars that have been used 10 years, 15 years, and still in good condition because of the road networks where they're coming from. They come into this country, and within 6 months, that car is shaking, is dancing. All sort of chiki chiki, chaka chaka, chuku chuku. You hear all sort of things on that car. Yes, the roads are not good. Yet people default to the fact that the roads are not good, so they don't want to spend to fix the car. Yes, that's the condition. This is the road we drive on, but it shouldn't be an excuse not to maintain your car. Look at what we call the Troskis. In some countries, they call them tuk-tuk. Look at them. Look at the government cars, some of them. They're broken. They're not fixed. See them drive past. So I saw one of them over the weekend when I was at the DVLA head office. So you're driving past GV. look very nasty can only be accounted to lack of maintenance. Yes, you look at some governmental departments, ECG cars, you look at them and they are looking very broken. Refusal to maintain. So talk about maintenance as a culture. It seems it's absent. And sometimes I don't want to, it seems I wanted to speculate here because I spent some time in ECG, yes, approximately a year. And where department where I was is good. It's good. You do a good job there. Control. All right. But when I was doing my attachment out in the field, in the villages, some of the things that I saw being done is questionable. But I'm on attachment, so I can say a lot. You see? But let's come back to this. Look at our roads. The roads are built, and if there's potholes or any sort of divot developing that could become a major pothole, you fix it. So the question is, Ghana Highways Authority, Ministry of Transport, and whatever is added to it, what is the plan to maintain these roads? To keep them as though they are new? I've talked about the overpass at Malam Junction where the asphalt on the concrete is peeling off. I've not driven past there lately, but I hope it's been fixed. Not only that, post-accident maintenance is absent as well. You see guardrails where probably there's collision and they get broken, which they become a trip hazard or actually major hazard on the road, and they are not restored. Listen, we can't be like this. We are better than this. The guardrails on the road, accident happen, they get broken, and they are left. Ghana Highways Authority, what's your plan to those? Accident happens, cars are broken, they will remain there forever. We don't even sweep to tidy up the road, the broken pieces and stuff like that. The emergency services, they don't collect those things off the road. They become another instrument to cause another accident. What are we like? But the truth is, we are good people. We are wonderful people. We can do these things. Why are we not doing them? The horse is interested. I want to know. Because if I'm in charge, if I'm given the responsibility to do those things, that's what I'll do. I'll make sure my workforce deliver. Maintenance cannot be overemphasized. If all the new things we are building, the overpasses, Pokwasi, the overpasses, Seko, Kaneshi, if we're not going to maintain these things, that means with time, they will even become death traps. That's not what we want. When we build new things, we should have a schedule to maintain them so they can be sustained. I'm not speculating. Most new things we build, they break down because we don't maintain them. That's not good enough. But the fact remains, we can maintain them. We can put the culture in place. We can put the process in place to maintain these things. Look at our traffic lights. Most of the traffic lights are not working in the regional capital of Ghana. You know, on my way back from the DVLA, the main traffic light at 37, that which used to be a roundabout, but now it's a crossroad with traffic light, a multi-traffic light system that goes towards Bemakam, then goes towards Kaukudi Junction, that goes towards the Jubilee House, and then going back towards Tetekwashi interchange. That traffic light is not working. Not even yesterday, it's not been working for a while now. But that is the road the president drives over. That's the road that leads to the presidential palace. But that traffic is not working, and nobody cares to do anything? Is it because our officials, they drive with motorcade? So, and they drive past. At least I would make sure that traffic, if I was sitting in that presidential place, that traffic will work 24/7. If I drive past and it's not working, I'll call whoever is responsible. And if I drive past the second time it's not working, he's fired, because that's a simple job. We don't have technicians to fix them. No one. Almost all the traffic lights that drive past in Accra, any part of the Accra, is not working. Only a few is working. You see, that's what the whole city is saying. We build new things, we install new things. It seems like there's some group of people who are interested in procurement because of the unseen activities that goes on. And once they have snatched away what they want to snatch away, what they want to keep for themselves and look good in their mansions, they don't care to put a schedule in place for these things to be functional all the time. It's a shame that as smart and intelligent as we are as people, intelligent as we are as educated fellows, or whatever you want to call us, we all go past these traffic lights. They have been looking very dirty, very, very dirty, dirty to the core, because nobody goes to clean them. Notwithstanding, even maintain them so they can function. They are not functional. These traffic lights are at major roads and they are needed. They are a necessity for smooth ride of these roads, yet they are broken. What is the plan for it? Highways Authority. What is the plan for it? Ministry of Roads and Transportation, and whatever chain names we may add to it. Government offices, maintenance is absent. The chairs are broken. If they were stuffed with they are lined with leather, the letters are broken. I've seen them. You all know what I'm talking about. So the man in charge, the man there as a manager, the maintenance spot where money is put for maintenance, what happened to the money? Why is those things not maintained? Some of those chairs have been there since independence and they are still there. What are we? But the fact remains, we are wonderful people. But why are we doing this? Typical example when it comes to the government offices. Bando District Municipal Office is looking tattered and dirty. But I saw that building as a young boy being built, and it was looking nice and glorious. And the MCEs are even indigenous, yet they've done nothing in sitting that office and working out. You, the current MC sitting there, you sit down with your project manager or the project district or municipal project person and repaint that place. It's appalling. It looks dirty. The district or the municipal offices, they are the eye to the town. They are the eye to the municipal or the city or the town. You can't put a culture in place to paint those places, restore them to their new and glorious days. You should be ashamed of yourselves. What is wrong with us? Yes, Bando District Assembly. And all the things that are meant for austerity are gone. I'll use Bando one more time. The Bando District Assembly used to have a forecourt with trees. My understanding is one of the MCE came and decided to build some stupid building there. Excuse my language. Yes, it's stupid. That building shouldn't be there. When you go into a town, you should have a forecourt, a place that is more or less like a monument, an attraction. That building doesn't look good. It shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. And that's not the only district office or municipal office that is looking dirty and tattered. Most of them are. And all you, the MCs around the country, Ghana, begin to do something. The offices where you walk to in the mornings, when you're walking in, don't you look at it? Can't you see they are dirty? What is wrong with us? Even look, I mentioned the residential homes earlier on. That's the same attitude we take to our houses. We don't maintain them. Everybody wants to build five bedroom house, 6 bedroom house with nobody inside of it. And we don't maintain them. Look around you. If I'm lying, if you think what I'm saying is not true, leave your comment and tell me I am not telling the truth. Yes, but some are doing good. Some have built their houses 15, 20, 30 years ago. They're still looking good because they maintain them. They maintain them. It's about time we inculcate into our fiber, our blood, and our thought processes maintenance. If not, everything we are building, from residential to commercial to the roads, everything we are building will become dilapidated. Is that the people we are? This is the hot seat, Ghana's authoritative patriotic program. I'm your host, M. Liquid. It's very important we have this discussion. It's important we have this conversation. I would love to sit with the Minister of Roads and Transportation to ask him what is his thought process as far as these roads and new things are being built. What is the plan to maintain them? What's the plan to sustain them in their glorious form? We can do better. We can all sit on the phone and say, oh, it's Ghana we are talking about. You see, when you make such statement, it's insulting. It's demeaning. That we are saying that except it's outside, it cannot be done. Meaning, in effect, we know this thing is done. We know it can be done, but we are refusing to do it because of the color of our skin. Why do you limit yourself with the color of your skin? Oh, it is Ghana we are talking about. What do you mean by that? We thought to raise this because looking everywhere, it seems maintenance is 99% outside of our thinking. And that's why if you're looking for a country where in Christianity what is called grace is concerned, Ghana, grace is sufficient, because personally when I look at some of things, when people go out, they shouldn't come back home because there's too many hazards. Health hazard, safety hazards, but yet people are alive and walking around. Accidents are minimal. It can only be grace. If by virtue of this negligence and questionable attitude of disregarding safety, maintenance, most people would have been dead by now. Of course, it happens from time to time. When accidents happen on our road, you know how it is. Some people died in this country on our roads, not because it is their time to die. Not because it's their time to die. Because the nature of the roads, the reckless driving on the road, coupled with the nature of the roads, has taken their life prematurely. Let's do something about this. Something can be done. Step by step, small by small, little by little, we can restore a sense of maintenance, a sense of being safety critical. Actually, I raised the question, what is all these corporate institutions doing in our community? In most companies, there's always funds set aside to help the community. So I raised question to these corporate individuals, from the gold mines right down to all the oil fields. What are you doing to help our communities? Because big institutions always have funds set aside to help the communities. Someone said to me, understandably, there's an issue in Takwa. When you get into the mines, the place is as heaven. When you come out into the town, you want to cry. But somebody told me reliably that there is a contention because the mines wants to fix the road themselves because they have the tools, they have the equipment. But there's some governmental bottleneck activity going on for which the road is left undone, or the community is not being supported as they should. Why we like this? If it is not true, please leave your comment and tell me where to find the facts on that. But that's what I'm told. That's one typical example. These big corporate institutions in our country ought to contribute to our community. And that brings to mind Our MPs, one of your job is to connect. It's called lobbying. You lobby these institutions to help your community with projects. Yes, that's what it should be. That's one of your jobs, not only to be in parliament and argue, fly abroad, enjoy the goodies that comes as an MP. One of your job, which is oversight, overseeing the constituency as far as the council is concerned, even though you are a non-voting member, is to do what? Support from the common fund, as well as to connect, to arrange, to lobby institutions that have community-based funds to support the community with development projects. Yes, that's no news, but it's not happening. Not to the best of my knowledge, because I look at my constituency, it's like, hello? Yeah. You see? And when it comes to sanitation, again, maintenance. Sanitation is part of maintenance. Zoom Lion, having those beautiful brooms walking around. We want to ask, but we will come back on that program. On Zoom Lion, what did Zoom Lion tender to government as their proposal before they were contracted? They proposed to government that they're going to be buying beautiful brooms, mechanically limited bicycles to people to ride after they sweep and collect sand and still be riding it. Some of the bicycles are broken. I'm sorry, but one of the days I was driving in one of the communities and I saw a guy who pulled something in front of me. I thought he was a mad person. When I look again, it was actually a Zoom Lion staff. Dirty. I'm sorry, that's what I saw. But I was in the traffic, so it was so quick. I wanted to cover it so I can put it on the media for you to see. So what was the deal? What was the terms of contract? Zoom Lion. Not to chip it in here, as we're talking about maintenance, to keep our cities clean. Look at Rwanda. 30 years ago, they were a war-torn country. Yesterday, they were having 30 years commemoration of having experienced genocide. We have not, but they have overtaken us because there's a man leading that country determined to change things. We as leaders, we as individuals of Ghana, what is our determination? Why should a country that was engulfed, seized by war and genocide, wake up from the ashes and overtake us? You see where I said it's human effect? Because there's a man, there's individuals who are relentless in their effort to project and to change the trajectory of their country. What is ours? This is all we thought to talk about. Maintenance should be restored. Till we come your way, this is the Hot Seat, Ghana's authoritative patriotic program. I'm your host, Aim Liquid. God bless Mother Ghana. Long live the Fourth Republic. Bye for now.